Welcome to 2K Sports' annual Noche NBA presentation. We're excited to bring you this celebratory fusion of basketball and Latin culture. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter. All right, a chance now to take a look at the steals over the last few months for Tyrese Maxey.
I get the feeling he hasn't been paying as much attention defensively as he should be. His steal numbers have dipped in the past few months. He needs to get back some of that intensity on defense.
A look at the 76ers starting group. Kelly Oubre out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's George. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. And for the Mavericks, they've got Najee Marshall. He's out there with Washington. Thompson out there with Williams. And it's Christie in at the two-guard position. And unfortunately for these teams, Clark, they've both been hit with the injury bug.
You never like to see that, B.A. You never want to see teams less than full strength. But you know what? Sometimes it's somebody else's opportunity in these kinds of cases. Let's see if somebody else can really seize the opportunity they're going to get.
Pass to Williams. Here's Christie. Thompson outside. The three-pointer off the mark. Now Philadelphia with it. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Jason Kidd. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, he voiced how crucial it is to make sure that his defense doesn't allow him any breathing room. He told me, quote, Maxey can get hot in a hurry, so we can't afford to give him open looks. And with his speed, we definitely want to limit his opportunities in the open court. We'll see if the defense can slow his pace, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And we're about a minute into the first. And you watch Tyrese Maxey, Clark. He's so good at creating offense.
Yeah, he can get that thing rack to rack and downhill in a heartbeat, B.A. In the break and in the pick and roll, he puts tons of pressure on the defense because he's so quick. And he knows how to use angles, too. And he can shoot it from deep, so he's got the full package.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Maxey, a reliable go-to guy for them. He's averaging around 26 and a half a game.
The effort on the glass, fantastic. Helps him overcome the size disparity.
Marshall passes to Williams. Thompson outside. Beyond the arc. And Dallas hits again from deep.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA. And we might be talking the all-time list here.
For three, Maxey knocks it down from distance.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Dallas has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Pass to Christie. Thompson outside. Another three for Dallas. Here's Maxey. A minute 20 left in the opening quarter. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Klay Thompson picks one up.
Checking in at about 200 pounds, Maxey is much stronger than he appears.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
I would like to highlight two guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
A big group substitution here for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Washington. Edwards comes in for Thompson. Exum's checked in for Christie. And Spencer Dinwiddie is subbed in for Williams. He's perfect from the line this time. And if you're looking for identifiable team mascots, Clark, some say the Mavericks champ, the horse, is near the top of the list.
Yeah, he does get after it. Also, the Mavs man. Dallas is rolling out a couple of iconic figures to keep that crowd on fire.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Edwards, he's checked in for Philadelphia. All right, looking at the 2K leaderboard. These are the squads who bring it on defense. The blocks leaders. Fifth, the Mavericks.
They're quick to help each other, and they have some tremendous athletes with a nose for the ball.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the first. Butler against Dinwiddie. Over Butler. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
Dinwiddie showing you his craftiness in the pick and roll sets, and you can see how he's grown in attacking those.
George for three. Edwards pulls it in. The Mavericks lead by 3. Exum passes to Edwards. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul. First team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for Dallas. Kessler Edwards. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers, among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity.
You know, when you think about how the Mavs play defense, so much depends on how they defend the point of attack. They've got great rim protection and rotation, but if they aren't stopping penetration, it's tough.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
George for 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Cannot let George get his feet set out on the perimeter. He'll bury it.
Dinwiddie against Butler. Powell, a screen on Butler. Here's Dinwiddie with 2 seconds left. And Powell with the stuff.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And so it's Klay Thompson making highlights for Dallas. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an answer for him yet. Back to the game after this break. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Dallas is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Dwight Powell out there with Edwards. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. Then there's Dante Exum. And it's Christie in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Now here's Exum. Powell, a screen on Walker. Just 5 to shoot. And Powell with the stuff.
Yeah, and I think Powell is terrific in the pick and roll. Knows how to dive after he sets the screen.
76ers trail by 6. Butler taking his time here. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Graham.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Christie passes to Exum. Powell outside. And here's Edwards outside. Connects from downtown. Edwards has got 5 now.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Butler with the ball. Exum picks him up. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Philadelphia shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Washington's checked in for Dallas. Thompson comes in for Christie. Drummond's checked in for the Sixers. Maxey comes in for Walker. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Butler against Dinwiddie. Pass to Washington. Exum outside. Back to Washington. Another three for Dallas.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Brian, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So for Dallas, Marshall, he's checked in for Powell. Christie comes in for Exum, and Williams is subbed in for Dinwiddie. And Williams has got the ball here for Dallas. It's a 5-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do, much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
And it's Maxey missing. The Mavericks lead by 8. Marshall passes to Williams. Here's Christie. Back to Williams. It's stolen by Maxey. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Grimes has got 6.
Usually you can expect Oubre to be the finisher, but when somebody else is this open, he moves the rock.
Thompson against George. Now here's Thompson. Defense right on him. Misses in close. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Dallas on top, leading by 5. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with PJ Washington. PJ, what will be the key for you guys defensively in the second half?
Not letting them get easy routes to the basket and contesting their shots, rebounding, and not letting them get second chance points.
Comes back to the fundamentals, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so is our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days?
It's different, that's for sure. Now, if you're watching TV, you know, it jumps out at you, but the players on the court don't even notice it.
That's because you're always looking up at everybody, Kenny. Always knew what the floor looked like.
And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the Mavericks.
I love the depth of this team, man. Their subs have been huge tonight, giving them a scoring punch that they've needed most.
And credit their coach for a rather liberal substitution pattern. He mixed and matched beautifully in that first half. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And you know, Klay Thompson has been really making it happen, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Here's Williams. No points so far. Taking a look at the 76ers. They've got Andre Drummond, Kelly Oubre out there with Paul George. Then there's Tyrese Maxey, and it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position.
Well, we know Thompson always wired to score, but right now it even seems to be coming easier for him.
Pass to Drummond. Here's Grimes from downtown. Rebounded by Marshall. George against Thompson. Fires the three. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
The blend of confidence and skill, beautiful to see. Thompson knew all he needed was the ball in his hands.
And it's Maxey missing. Dallas leading by 10. Marshall passes to Williams. Here's Christie. Three-pointer, no good.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Oubre so quick off the floor.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. With the playoffs around the corner, let's see how the West is shaping up. You look at the Mavericks. Right now, they're in 10th place, hoping to get themselves into the playoff picture.
Well, right now for the Mavericks, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
Now here's Thompson. Give him 20. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. And Oubre gets it to go.
Oubre not taking no for an answer there, was not going to be denied. Right through the defender.
Here's Thompson. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Mavericks. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. Dinwiddie comes in for Williams. Now here's Powell. Washington with the ball, and Drummond picks him up defensively. Washington's shot is good.
Just muscling his way through the contact. How about the strength from Washington?
Outside Oubre. Pulls up. Here's Drummond, and there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Back to Marshall, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Really nice job. Excellent there at analyzing the pick and roll. Give Dinwiddie any type of passing lane, and he'll take advantage of it.
Butler finds Oubre. Here he goes. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul. So for Dallas, Edwards comes in for Washington, and Exum subbed in for Christie. "50 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Yabusele. Edwards, the pass to George. Jacks up a three, and the three-pointer goes. George has got 6.
And great range is a big part of why George is a high-level scorer.
Dinwiddie on the attack. It's good. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
George's shot is good.
Seems effortless for George, that quick release of his.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
It's Dinwiddie on the wing. Here's Exum. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Dallas leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Spencer Dinwiddie is out there with Dante Exum. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Martin in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
Man, where's the effort on the defensive end? You gotta play harder than that.
Yeah, you know, it's made for a fun game, but you're right. You're exactly right. I mean, the defense has been non-existent.
Now here's Martin. Powell, a screen on Edwards. Dinwiddie outside. Shot clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Edwards can't hit. 76ers trail by 4. Right side Edwards. Launches it. Hits the trifecta. Thornton's got his first 3 points of the game.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Dinwiddie outside. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Walker. And the 76ers lead by 1. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. And it's a completely new group here for the Mavericks. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
And Allie, thank you for that. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Washington. And no good. The dry spell continues. Oubre passes to Maxey. Here's George. And the layup falls.
Good work in deep from George that time. He's far more than just a perimeter threat.
Mavericks trail by 3. Thompson outside. Washington, a screen on George. 2 open that time. They didn't look easy. Thompson's got 10 points in just the second half.
Fantastic to see Klay Thompson deliver when his team needs a basket most.
George. Mavericks with a rebound. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter here. Back to Williams. From outside the arc. And the Mavericks, another three.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
George against Thompson. They double-team George. And here's Oubre from the arc. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
When they really needed it, what a shot by Kelly Oubre Jr. He's got no problem going and getting a bucket.
Now here's Thompson. It falls!
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. George with it. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And a miss there on the triple. Well, if they score here, they could effectively end this one.
Yeah, and their main objectives right now, taking care of the rock and using some time. And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
It's not over yet.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. He connects!
Well, Paul George has been sensational.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Williams. That'll count if it goes. Oh, it goes! He got it off in time!
How about that one?
The winner at the buzzer. It doesn't get any better.
Phenomenal finish. A three at the horn. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I guess really that's about the only way we could expect a game like this to close the curtain.
And so the big win by Dallas in a tight game. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
I'm here now with Klay Thompson. And Klay, congratulations on the win. How satisfying is it winning games in front of this devoted crowd?
Well, we always want to put on a show for our fans. They deserve it. They show up every single night. And it's just fun to protect home court.
It's one of the best places to play in the league, no doubt. Thanks, Klay.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Klay Thompson.